What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Ladyhawke and her 2008 self-titled album. Thank you again to Phil, as well as Mark, who's been commenting. And the next track is Love Don't Live Here. So yes, the idea of love not having permanent residence in a given place or context, meaning it might not be a physical space, though it could be that, though likely in conjunction with a relationship or a phase of someone's life. The idea of love just not being an emotional and interpersonal condition that is an aspect of someone's existence in a given time and place is something that I suppose everyone can relate to on some level, but ultimately maybe some more than others. And I do wonder, number one, how autobiographical this might be. Number two, what type of love we're thinking of or it relates to. I'm thinking of more romantic, but of course it could be platonic or familial or maybe a combination thereof, or any type of affinity, sympathy, affection that could be categorized under the word love. So let's give it a listen and see what I can pick up. This is Ladyhawke. The track is Love Don't Live Here, and it's from her 2008 self-titled album. Sounds like a Pat Benatar tune. what was that line at the end? I something for you still, which even without the verb, it sounds like the narrator. Because like up until that point, I'm thinking like she's sort of articulating the situation, and maybe there is a melancholy to it, but it's not. It didn't sound like it was lashing out, nor that it was still hopeful. It was almost just articulating the state of affairs. But that line, I something for you still, which again, I'm just gonna imagine that it was something, I long for you still, or I love for you still, or I have love for you still. So if it is something like that, then definitely it pushes it even more overtly into melancholy territory, but also the idea that, there's an ambiguity of the future, because if she does feel that way, maybe she is going to reach out to the other person and try to salvage things, or she's still unsure of how she'll be able to get by without them. But yeah, it sounds like a romantic relationship that took a wrong turn, and the other person, which again, like now I'm seeing as a woman based on what people have said about Ladyhawke, that she was like, I'm out of here, like I'm leaving, and I don't, not only am I leaving, but like, I don't need you anymore. The idea of the necessity of the bond, and by extension the romantic and or affectionate love having evaporated. So yeah, it feels like there's now a dynamic such that the other person is leaving and the narrator is like processing everything. It does sound like there is like an asymmetry in terms of the like emotional balance, where the decision to leave on the part of the other person is perhaps indicating that they're the one who ultimately are like, they're calling the shots, if you will. It's not something that's being mediated between them. It's it was definitive. It was a unilateral decision, is I guess the phrase that I'm looking for. But yeah, ultimately I enjoy the like phrasing at a couple points, like the nights we spended, which like is a weird conjugation of the word, but it like fits in the like syllabic and rhythmic rhyme scheme. So yeah, it's like a little word bending to have the lines have a perfect rhythm to them, which I enjoy. It's it reminds me, there's a lot of hip hop that's like that, where they like the pronunciation of a word is bent. Here it's not the pronunciation, it's the conjugation, but I did enjoy that. And yeah, I enjoy like the guitar's kind of leading everything in the guitar and the vocals, but the guitar in terms of the instruments is sort of front and center, but there's these like little melodic touches that were in the background, which I assume are like synth keyboard, but then there was like a more overt kind of keyboard layer that like came to the front in a couple moments. So yeah, I enjoy the composition, and I'd like to hear it again and let it wash over me in terms of the instrumental parts. But yeah, definitely enjoyed this one, and she's got a really nice voice. Like there's that moment where I think it's like either the chorus or maybe the pre-chorus where she's already singing in a very melodic manner, and then she like heightens it, and the next line like it's an even higher like register of delivery, and I really enjoyed that part when it came around a couple times. So yeah, a cool tune. And yeah, I feel sad for the narrator, love don't live here anymore, which like presumably is mostly about the other person withdrawing their love and turning to go out the door. But it feels like her love, because there's no destination for it, there's no person who can reciprocate it. It's like her love is now sort of evaporating. So yeah, it's a sad tune thematically, if I'm reading it correctly, but it's played perfectly in that regard by the vocals. So let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.